Are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. This one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a yard at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 38-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. There he goes, right side.
Another day, another
all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. This is picked up by the Bills.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
but definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score, and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Taken down at the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
His throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room here to run. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 52 yards. Herbert operating from the red zone. But look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Herbert. He's just going to dump this one after his fullback out of the backfield. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's able to find Diggs. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
19 yards. And the Bills first.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the...
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down, Elliott. Fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And he's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Running with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
time to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The throw taken in by Sims. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. On the ground, Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit short. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Herbert. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Kamara. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have moved down in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Saints 21, Bills 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like it.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sam Hubbard able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Found his target, it's Anderson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Saints 28, Bills 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. He'll layer this one out deep for 6. And this will be caught at the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
almost there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Flush to his right. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 5 at the Bills.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
35. Bills 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Running with Kamara. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And that pitch just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D-lineman, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Joe Smith with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. To be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just me. I don't know if I can go down there and sign out there right now. I'll get pretty fat. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also this will give him a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the third quarter. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll layer this one out deep for Sims. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bills are in for 6.
The kick is...
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 67 yards. And the Saints just continue to roll. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feel pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
26. It's a gain of 6.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Bills.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught Eifert over the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On play action, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Travarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Play action now. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To
Stephon Diggs. 73 yards. And the Bills are in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, here's Hall. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
I'm too excited to get the football touched to the 4.10 yard.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
One last shot now for Prescott. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
70.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every